Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my Wolves career mode, and as you know, we've got a big decision to make, and you guys have been voting in your thousands. In fact, I do have a picture here so you guys can see the final vote, the results of the vote. So the question was, should I use the financial takeover in my Wolves career mode? Season 2, as you know, my budget was absolutely laughable, 13.72 million for winning the championship. So I knew it would go yes. I had a very strong feeling that a lot of people would want me to do it, but actually it's not as big of a deal as I expected. I was expecting maybe 75-80% of people to say yes, but actually it's gone 59 to 41. So it leaves me in a bit of a difficult position because I love putting it down to votes. I love you guys having your input. But when it's somewhat close like that, you know, if you were to fill a room of 100 people and you had 59 stand on one side and 41 on the other, you're not going to notice a massive difference, are you? It's a lot of people on each side, and how do I keep both happy? So it's a bit of a difficult one. I have to get the takeover because the majority of the people want me to, but I have to promise you guys, and I'm gonna say this right now, I'm not going to overdo this. It is not going to be spent on 6 or 7 players. I think maybe, just maybe, it depends on how much we get, but maybe I go for just one of the two big guys here, Jota or Silva, both Silva, technically. So, you know, maybe I sign Andre Silva as the striker that we need, and maybe try and get Jota on loan again. So, trying to balance it out. Or maybe I just sign both of them, and then any money I have left over, I will not spend until next season when a new budget arrives. So what do you think, guys? I think that's probably a fair way of doing this because I could probably sign both of these guys and have money left over and sign some more players, but I just don't need to. We were potentially looking at this defender here, Venancio, but I don't think we need to at this point. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get the takeover. Let's see how much money we get, and then we will try to see if we can get Jota and Silva. If Silva ends up taking up most of the budget, which is quite possible, then we'll try and loan Jota instead. So I've bought the level 10 one. I don't know if that means it will be less than, you know, the level 25 one or the level 35 one, I think it is. It shouldn't be instant. It will be an email, I'm pretty sure. I haven't done this for a long time. So let's go ahead and advance here. And we get an offer here for Joe Mason, which we're going to go ahead and accept. He's a striker, 67 rated, 27 years old. He's never going to make it into the first team, especially if we get Andre Silva in. But yeah, let's see if this takeover happens anytime soon. We're coming towards the end of July. Before you know it, it'll be the end of the window. We need to really get some negotiations going. I'm really cautious as well that they could be sold to other teams. Hopefully we would get an email telling us that other people are interested first. We've got some training coming up, and of course transfer talks have broken down. Nice work. Okay, we've achieved one of our objectives. That's always good to see. It's going to be impossible to sell some of these other players that I don't need. Let's jump into training though. We've got Cavallero, Iorfa, Neves, and the keeper Sa, or Sao. I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly. But he is amazing, by the way. One of the best keepers I've used in FIFA 18. And he's only, he's just under 80 rated, which is really impressive. We still haven't had the money yet. I'm guessing it takes maybe a couple more days. Transfer offer for Ruddy. Let's see if we can get him moving on. I mean, he's on 22,000 per week, which is quite a lot for a player that I don't really use. Have we had it yet? Let's see. Oh, we've had it. Not even an email. Okay. Well, it's about the amount of money I was expecting. 64 million, 82,000 per week. So if we realistically adjust this so we can afford both those players, we've got 60 million, basically. 60 million. A massive thank you to everyone who voted. Thank you to everyone who followed me on Twitter as well. And also, whilst I'm talking about following me on social media, to those of you who followed me on Twitter, please, could you follow me on Twitch as well? You know, if you want to see me playing games live, I do FIFA streaming and also other games. I'm planning on doing some Fortnite, some PUBG, maybe even some other games. So just follow me on Twitch. The link is down below. And on Twitter if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. So, 58 million in the bank. Who do we go for first? Do we go for both of them? I've got a feeling we will not be able to afford both of them unless we offer some players as a swap. I'm going to go with Andre Silva first. I personally feel like we need a striker more than we need a left winger. We've got Bernard now. He can play on the left side. But Andre Silva, I'm definitely going to try and attempt to sign him for a good deal. We'll see how much it's going to cost me. I'm hoping he'll be, I want to say around 35, but it could be more. His value's 18. We'll try a player swap. Let's see what they'd be interested in. We've got a lot of centre-backs. I might try maybe putting in Miranda. Although he's not bad, you know. Maybe go with someone else. Maybe Bennett. Don't want to get rid of Cody. Maybe not a centre-back. Maybe we go with a goalkeeper because we have got so many of them. Ruddy we've had an offer for, so he might go. We've got a lot of midfielders now. Is there someone that I don't need? Evans maybe? But why would AC Milan want Lee Evans? I don't actually think we've got... Oh, I could offer Bufuma. We got him for free, and I don't really think we need him because he was actually... I'm going to be honest with you guys. I signed him just because I needed a striker just in case we got an injury, which we did. But at the time, I thought to myself, I'll probably end up just selling him at some point and making profit. So maybe we could include him in the deal. I'm quite tempted, actually. We've got Cavallero that can play at striker. Let's see what happens here. And they're not interested. Offer a player which will be a better fit for our squad. I mean, it kind of makes sense to give you a striker if we're signing a striker. Maybe try Mason. And they're not interested. Okay, we're going to have to offer a transfer fee here. This is not going to be cheap, is it? Okay, value of 18 million. I guess I could be cautious and go in with maybe 23 and a half to start off with. There's no way it's going to get accepted, but maybe it will help steer us in the right direction. Maybe they will say 30. But I think it's going to be more than that. Please don't walk out. 32.3, is that all? Okay, that's positive. That's definitely a good thing. Okay, let's try going down a bit more. Maybe 28.5. It is kind of meet me halfway. I'm hoping that they're going to say yes to this and they'll take 30.4. No less than 30.4, I think he just said there. I shouldn't skip that, really. 30.4, am I happy with that? It will leave me with around 28 million to sign Jota. I'm doing it. Okay, 30.4. His wages are going to be high, which is obviously going to affect the Jota deal as well. But we need a striker. We absolutely do. And maybe I can offer Bifuma for a swap with Jota. Who knows? But let's do the negotiations for a contract here because we want to get him signed and then I will see how much money we've got left over. So here we go. Andre Silva. I'm guessing he's going to want like 110,000, which is going to be a lot of money. Crucial squad role. Absolutely. That's what he wants. He's got his official face, of course, which is always a bonus. We'll go with a 5-year contract. I think he'll want 3. No. Okay. He's taking 5. Doesn't want a release clause. That's absolutely fine by me. How much money is he going to want? Oh, he hasn't requested. Okay, that might be a good thing. I might try 90. Or do I... I'm a bit worried that might insult him. Alright, 95. We'll try 95, and we are going to have to give him a nice signing on bonus. We'll try 250k up front. Please don't storm out. What? He's willing to go down to 65,000 per week. Fantastic, but that goals bonus is quite a lot. 4 million for 25 goals. He probably will score 25 goals within a season and a half, I want to say, at least. So let's see if we can maybe remove that. And we're going to have to pay up front a little bit more, aren't we? 1,250,000. Come on, please. Please. Then he wants 82k. I think that's actually a very, very good deal. I'm going to try and get him down to 80. Just to save the extra 2 grand per week. You never know, that might make a big difference. No, he wants the 82. I'm doing it, guys. We have signed Andre Silva. Yes! Come on, that is absolutely massive. He's going to improve this squad massively. So let's go ahead and chuck him into the team right now. Bifuma can come out. I will try and include him in the deal. He's okay. He's not a bad striker. But obviously getting Silva in there instead... He's just so good. So, so good. I wish he was a 4-star skiller, or at least a 4-star weak foot, but it's okay. 80 rated. We've got Costa on the right, Bernard on the left, hopefully Jota. Oh, man. And Jota, of course, played with Andre Silva at Porto. So we've got a little bit of chemistry there, potentially. Bernard will be a backup, I guess, which is completely mad, seeing as he's 81 rated. But I said I'd go for Jota this season. We're going to have to try. So it's going to be more than Andre Silva. And I don't think we're going to be able to afford this, which is a real pain. Unless we can include Bifuma, I think that might just be the only way we can do this. And by the way, for those of you saying that using a financial takeover is unrealistic, I get it. I completely understand. And there is part of me that thinks, well, this is a road to glory. It should have been a challenge. But they have so much money in real life. I'm just doing the realistic thing. I'm having a similar amount of money to spend that they will have if they reach the Premier League. So hopefully you guys are okay with it. And of course we won't be doing it again. Next season will be the budget we start with is what we'll be working with. So let's try and offer a player swap, of course. Go for wingers. No, we are going to do Bifuma, I think. He's not going to be the quality we're looking for. So let's see if we can offer £8.5 million worth of value in a player. And they will do it. Okay, now that is huge. That's so good. They're offering Bifuma and, well, they countered, sorry, Bifuma plus 25.5. That's actually very decent. I'm surprised. Okay, let's see if we can bring it down just a tad. Let's go 22 million. If they accept this, I will be absolutely over the moon. Come on, come on. Yes! Look at that, guys! That is incredible. So getting Bifuma might have just saved our skin when it comes to getting Jota. A player that we've signed for free. We've barely even paid any wages yet. We might not have even paid him a week's worth yet. We're not very far into the season, and we're including him in the deal. I mean, it is a bit of a broken system. He's worth 8.5 million. We basically got 8.5 million for free. Literally doing nothing. Okay, crucial first team player, of course. Yeah, that's what he wants. He's 21 and 81 rated. Yeah, he deserves to be in the first team of Wolves, that's for sure. 5-year contract. Be silly not to offer that. Yes, he's happy with that. Release clause, disregard. And by the way, he is potentially going to be staying on at Wolves, so this isn't a crazy signing. It's not like he's going back to Atletico and he's going to make a first team appearance every week for them. It looks like he might be staying at Wolves next year. They do have an option to buy, apparently, as with Bolly, as with Bonatini, so we should be seeing them in the Premier League next year. Now, his wage is very respectable. Very respectable. I'm going to remove the goals bonus because I know he's definitely going to hit that. I'll bring this up to 60 and reduce this to 650, I think. Something like that. Let's see what he says to that. He only wants a little bit more. Do I want to negotiate any more than that? Just out of curiosity, would he take 60 if I leave the signing bonus at 770? Go on, you know you want to. And there you go. My OCD is happy with that. 60,000 per week. So it's done. That is our transfer business done. The only thing we will be doing now is selling. That is it. We do not need any more players in this squad. It is unbelievably strong as it is. I'm so happy with it. And then all we do is we put Jota on the bench like that. And then swap him for Bernard. Because I love Costa. We've basically brought back the dream team, haven't we, with Jota there. Oh, man, I'm so happy with that. Bernard makes the bench even stronger. And it means we've got a lot of players that we still have yet to sell. But we do have a lot of depth in this squad, which makes me very happy indeed. So there we have it. It is done. I'm so pleased with that. I really am. Jota, of course, will keep his number 18. I've given Andre Silva number 9 and Brereton will have number 12 now. I think that kind of makes sense. He is our new number 9 and Jota deserves the other number he had. I don't think I need to make any other changes. Like I said, it's just going to be players leaving. All the numbers are sorted. My OCD is happy with that as well. So now it is just a case of finishing the window and hoping that we do shift on some of the not so good players we've got. And talking of selling players, it looks like we've got one confirmed. And we're going to be able to do some training here as well. But I think Ruddy has gone, which frees up some money. And hang on. Oh, I thought that was Brereton. Well, it's still good news. Ndika's back, but Brereton is still probably a month away, I guess. But 1.2 million in the bank, but more importantly, wages. 22,000 per week we're saving by sending Ruddy away. Let's go ahead and complete this week's training, although I can probably take Neves out now. I'll keep him in his defensive training because he does do a lot of defending for us. I'll wait till the keeper hits 80. He offers 75 now. I'm quite happy with that. I might take him out as well. I want to get Cavallero up a little bit. He has kind of drifted away from the other players because he hasn't got as high potential. So we'll go ahead and improve his dribbling as well, I think. Or actually, maybe his passing. Do we do his passing instead? Yeah, why not? We'll go with his passing. And then maybe a defender. Maybe we should get maybe Ndika now that he's back from injury. Let's go ahead and do that. Probably best to improve his defending as well. I mean, it's pretty good already, but we'll go ahead, try and get him to 80 as soon as we can. I mean, him next to De Vrij and Iorfa, I mean, it's pretty incredible. And there you go. Neves has done really well there. He could be 81 before we know it. It's going to happen very quickly. So our first game of the season is Crystal Palace. So that could be an interesting start. We've got a player sold. So we had an offer for Graham. It's got to the point where I don't show you the offers coming in because they never get accepted. But it's done. He's gone. And Brereton is back from injury, which is fantastic news. Graham went for 1.25 million, so that gave us pretty much $1 million in the bank. Very nice indeed. And that means we've sold at least one of the players that we really do not need. But now we're going to get into the game against Crystal Palace. Let's start off the season with a win, and let's see how the new players perform. There he is, our new number 9, Andre Silva. Cannot believe we've actually got him. You know, I've heard he's not done so well at AC Milan, but there's no doubting it. He is an incredible player. Now, I'm risking this. You know how in my Arsenal career mode I never showed the lineup because this somehow... what the hell is that beard? Is that just me, or did Andros Townsend look like feathers all over his face? But sometimes YouTubers had problems with copyright strikes when this kind of pre-match lineup thing came up, but I think it's okay these days. I'm just going to have to turn down the music, but this is the lineup I'm going with. This is my first team. I guess you could say the strongest team I've had so far. Musis, new in midfield. De Vrij, new in defence. Silva up front as well. Dalot is now our first team right back, although Doherty's been so good for us. I'm so excited to try the team out. You know, maybe this formation won't work in the Premier League as well as it did in the Championship, but it's only one way to find out. And of course, I want to play with the team that I'm used to, and that means using the same formation. And I don't know what that cross was. That wasn't very good, was it? Should be on our first attack here. Look at this. Crystal Palace in trouble already. Try and get it back post. Ooh, Andre Silva was in there. Going to pass that into midfield. Here's Neves. We'll go out wide again. I mean, last season I was very successful going down this left wing. I'm so glad I've got Jota back. It's going to have to be across this. It's a good one. Andre Silva very close to scoring a debut goal. Another chance maybe. Punched out by Gabriel. I'm going to keep this in. Inside to Andre Silva. Little 1-2 maybe. Never mind. Costa's in here. Saved again by Gabriel. He's made a good start. Now here come Crystal Palace with Townsend. Passes it to Benteke, who's going to be very dangerous in this game. Might have to call Townsend Featherhead now, or Featherface. that did not look right. Surely that's just a visual glitch. He doesn't actually have feathers on his face. Here's Riedwald. Ooh, I think he might have been offside, but they were almost in there. Oh, good ball. Very good pass. Rodrigo. Good signing that for Crystal Palace. Is that the Rodrigo from Valencia? I'm presuming it is. Very decent chance. Oh, I've just given it away. Here's Benteke now. Oh, God, that pass. Somehow that's not a foul either. 2 minutes until the break. And there is half-time. I mean, it was a really good start, but just not the dream start. If I maybe score one of those chances, maybe 2-0, that would have been absolutely perfect. That would have been dreamland, but half-time, 0-0. We're looking good, though. Good start from Crystal Palace in the second half. It's Andros Townsend. Featherface, sorry. That's a poor touch, though. He's giving it straight to me. Now we hit them on the break. Try and give it to Costa on the right wing. Go on, Dalot. Make a run. Nice. Okay, I need Andre Silva to get in the box. Neves has made a run. I'm going to try cross now. I mean, something like that, I guess. That was absolutely diabolical. Lato should be able to produce a better cross. Oh, wow. What a ball. Oh, and what a header. That was absolutely brilliant. Costa makes it 1-0, 67 minutes in. The pressure is on to hold on to this lead. If we can start off with 3 points, I will be very relieved. Really nice cross from Lato. That's the difference between Lato and... well, although he's 77 rated, he plays like he's an 80 rated player. Whereas Dalot, although he's 74 rated, doesn't feel as good as Doherty. I'm not going to lie. It might be that I need to bring him back in for the crossing alone. You know how many assists he got last year. But Dalot is the future, and it does it does make sense to get him playing now so he grows quickly. Either way, very nice assist from Lato there. A good header as well. Costa scores his first goal of the season. Crystal Palace almost equalise as well. Oh my God, what happened there? Oh my, what happened? I've got no idea what just happened, but I'm going to get on the break and just pretend it never happened. Costa's in again here. Silva's in space. Or Jota, I should say. And he's made it 2-0! That was crazy. One end of the pitch, I'm dropping the ball for Crystal Palace to quite literally tap it in. I get very lucky that it deflects off, I think it was Benteke to Ndika, so I can just play it out. And then Jota, on his second debut for the club, makes it 2-0 just seconds later. Absolute madness. Just need to get Andre Silva a debut goal now, and he might have a chance here. I'm going to hit this. Go on. Oh, you unlucky guy. I was about to swear, but I've managed to hold it off. Here's Musis, who's been very good, by the way. Very impressed with him. Dalot, inside to Costa. Not a great first touch, and I think that might just be it. Oh, that deserved to go in. Andre Silva's had a decent game, you know. Maybe this time. Come on. I see you back post. Go on. Go on. Oh, wow. You've got to be burying that, mate. The amount of money we've invested in you, I'm hoping that is not a sign of things to come. But regardless, he may not have got his debut goal. He did play well today, and he helped us get the 2-0 win to kick off the season. Really, really pleased with that. Let's have a look at the stats. Wow. Okay, so they only had 2 shots on target from 2 shots, but we've had 8 with 4 on target. So that's very, very dominant as well, the possession. Very nice indeed. But for now, that is going to be the end of this episode. In the next one, we will be finishing off the transfer window and then getting into our first Premier League season, which I'm really hoping is going to be a successful one. I'm hoping to get at least top half. I'm hoping minimum 8th. That's kind of where I want to be. And look at our manager rating. It has shot up to 87. We're almost in the green. We'll finish with a little bit of training, which has just become available. We're going to stick with the players we've got in there already. Doesn't look like we're going to get any growth from this one, unfortunately. Although the keeper's going to do well. He's almost 80. We'll keep him in until he's 80. But that has been a very successful episode. Once again, a massive thank you to everyone who has voted. Make sure you do follow me on Twitter for future polls. That's where I do all of the feedback. And, you know, leave comments as well. That's great. I do read YouTube comments, but I don't reply to them very often because you get a lot of trolls. Tweet me. If you really want to get into contact, tweet me. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really excited for Season 2. It's going to be incredible. And what a team we're starting to build. This team will win the Champions League. Mark my words, it will happen.